Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit more informal. I want to talk to you about something that has, sorry, that's just a truck going by because I am in my car today, if you hadn't noticed. I want to talk about something that I think is part of the huge issue why, although we've come so far with inclusivity in the fashion industry when it comes to plus size designs, the inclusivity issue stems from us being underrepresented internally. Now, what I mean by that is, how could you expect someone who is vegetarian or vegan to create dishes, menus, or anything really for people who eat meat? Mainly, I say that to say, how can you expect, I'm sorry, my arm is killing me. I need to get a tripod for this camera. I actually just ordered a dash cam, not a dash cam, but like a tripod for the dashboard in my car so that I could talk to you possibly from, I don't even know from what angle, but whatever. So that I can talk to you from a better angle. But we're gonna work with this for today because I do want to get this content out. And this is just easier for me to do in my car because I'm not always at home in the studio. As many of you know, I do still work full-time while I'm building my business on the side. So it is what it is. We keep it real on this channel. One thing sticks out to me, and it is definitely lack of representation when it comes to who's making the decisions in the design meetings, who's making the decisions even from the stages of buying pieces for brands. Not all stores and not all companies design their pieces. So some people, you know, wholesale, or they'll house other brands, other designers on their sites or in their stores, whatever it may be. So earlier this year, Dolce & Gabbana announced that they would be extending their sizes up to a size, was it a UK 18 or was it US 18? I'm gonna pop that into the video so that you can have confirmation and facts on what that size extension was. But I haven't been able to get to a store that carries D&G just yet to actually try these on to see how they fit. But one thing that I want to point out that alarms me for existing companies that are branching off into extended sizes is, are they doing their research and are they hiring the people who are knowledgeable and well-versed in those industries? That is always my, that is always my concern. And I just kind of wanted to talk about that today because, and I want to make sure that I say this right. I'm not necessarily concerned about offending anyone because what I'm saying is not offensive. But I do want to point out that it is important to know the spectrum of plus size women's bodies. If you watched my Is Plus Size a Body Type video, you know we come in all different shapes, sizes, heights, dimensions, whatever you want to call it. We come in so many different varieties as a market. And I've come to the conclusion that it is very difficult for a company to be inclusive as opposed to being exclusive. I was recently, it wasn't too recently, but this was back in September. I was at an event with a group of girls and we were so excited to be out together, but also we were excited to be around brands that both were inclusive and exclusive. And I do have to say that getting pieces from the exclusive brands was more of a seamless process than having to try on jeans for an inclusive brand and possibly having them not fit the way that they would from a company who's doing their research and a company who has spent decades perfecting the denim fit, perfecting their jackets, perfecting their wear-to-work pants, perfecting their dresses, and those who have women on their staff who can give real feedback on why certain things will or will not work. And when I think about Joi-louise the label and what I wanted to embody and what I wanted to offer to my community, it is just that. I used to want to be inclusive, and to be very honest, even when I personally was a size 8, for a lot of straight sized brands, I still had to go and get a 10 or a 12 because they were cut 2 sizes too small, and their 8 wasn't gonna fit me, because even though I was smaller, I was still curvy. And you guys have seen a million pictures of me at a smaller size, so I don't have to insert it again. But I think that it is very important that I remain exclusive to plus size and curvy women, because I have the knowledge and the know-how when it comes to understanding the community, understanding that we need more room in the thighs, because a lot of us full-figured and curvy women are meatier on the inner parts of our thighs, or, you know, we have fat folds over our knees, and we need the denim to be wider in the hip, or maybe it has just a little bit more stretch than a normal, you know, straight size pair of Levi's would. And it's like, I laugh when I hear about brands like, whether it's like a Levi's or, you know, a Guess, which I don't think Guess is extending their sizes anytime soon. You can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. I would really expect them to bring people on board who understand the industry, and to test market, and to really do their research. Because I am seeing a lot of brands, and I'm not here to bash brands, because it is one thing to be open to extending your sizes, but it's another thing to make sure that those sizes fit. There is nothing more terrible than, you know, getting an alert that your favorite brand is now carrying your sizes. Perfect example. One of my favorite brands right now is House of CB, and they recently launched a size that they call large plus, and what is that? Like, what is, and it's literally, and I'll post a, oh my gosh, have I been talking to you guys from here? I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get this vlogging thing together. But it literally is such a mysterious size. Like, obviously it's above a large, but to call it large plus and just stop there, like, why not just call it an extra large? I don't know, it just seemed really weird to me. It raised an alert that they're maybe working on a larger size range, but it was just kind of like, if you're gonna do extended sizes, I think the standard is to do up to a 20, a US 20, even a US 22, which is like your 1X, your 2X, and your 3X. Like, that's kind of like the standard. And you guys let me know in the comments if you want me to do this. But have you guys been on the House of CB sites like lately? Their stuff is really cute. Their stuff has always been cute. I've been a fan since they were Celeb Boutique, and I've been like waiting for them to carry my size. But it's just like, you got me excited, you got my attention with the launching of large plus, but I'm like, it's not an issue of having to return something, it's the issue of getting something, unboxing it, seeing it, touching it, feeling it, and not being able to put it on. Like, any girl who has gone through that understands that that is like the most horrible feeling. You know, either you're just sitting there halfway stuck, you know, looking like a T-Rex, stuck, you know, trying to get into the item, or you get it on and you can't get it off, or even worse, you're putting it on and it rips. Like, it can be like a traumatic experience. And it's like, as women, we're already sensitive to a lot of different things. And do you think, and I want to make sure I say this right, do you think that it is important for plus size women and men to be a part of the corporate offices at these companies, and to be included on the design teams, and to be there on the production teams and to be there in every aspect. Like, why are we not there? You know, why wouldn't you want someone who is full figured and shops at and has shopped at any competitive brands and knows how things should fit? Why would you not want them on your team? And another thing is, like, do we think that with the industry opening its arms, or maybe just like reaching over a hand to the plus size community, do we think that this could open the door for full figured people to be not accepted? And I don't want to say tolerated, but do you think it could open the door to us being included, even on the creative teams? You know, are we going to be included on the marketing teams? Are we going to be included on the social media teams? Are we going to be validated by people waking up and realizing that this is a huge market and we're not going anywhere? I'm going to put a poll here and you guys let me know if you think that this shift in the industry is going to go from just storefront to, you know, website, and from app to corporate. Do you think that it's going to make it easier? Do you think that this is something that we can use as a community as an understanding, or even as like a value, added value to a position? So I just wanted to come on here and just talk about that. I didn't want to make this video too long, but it's just something that's been on my mind in regards to really trying to understand the logic behind wanting to offer extended sizes, but not wanting to have extended sized people be a part of your company. Make sure that you guys subscribe, click the notification bell so that you never miss an upload from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.